It'll be the Hornets off the tip. And the starting lineup for Miami. At the forward slots, it's Wiggins and Bam. Davion Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's a big make for Knippel's confidence. As the rookie develops, he'll have to prove he has that inside game.
So it's Miami now. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Adebayo. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Wing shot on the way. The kick out to Ball. Sinks the tray.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Pass to Ware. Hero against Miller. Hero outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Brandon Miller.
I love this intensity from Hero. I mean, he's willing to get physical there inside.
And so Hero nails both of them.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Ball outside. Down low, Diabate. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
For Miami, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Ware. Here's the pick. Bridges against Adebayo. 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. Basket counts.
Assertive jumper by Adebayo. I mean, he wanted it, so he took it.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
From deep, Mitchell. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Bridges. There's Ball with a 3. Drains the triple. Ball's got 6.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
Here's Jovic. And it's rejected. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Rozier outside. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
Ball outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the opening quarter. From the arc. No good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets out in front, up 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
McNeely is out there with Williams. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's Kobe White. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Yakachonis is checked in for Smith. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And Charlotte making a change here. Tillman's checked in. Larson's checked in for Miami. Now here's Powell. No points so far. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Now here's... Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
Oh, my goodness. The flare and the explosion on that finish by Brandon Miller. Look out below.
Heat trail by 5. Powell passes to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. The Doors' offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Ryan, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
Bridges, he's checked in for Tillman. And Miami also making a switch. Tyler Hero's checked in for Larson.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you, Brian.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Now here's Miller. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Mitchell's checked in, and here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 7-point differential. Pass to Jaquez. Adebayo sets a screen. The 3 from Mitchell. The Hornets pull it in. And here's Bridges. 1:33 left to play in the second quarter. Let's go with a 3. The offensive rebound. There's a screen. Here he goes. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. White, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ware's checked in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jaquez. Heat trail by 9. Powell outside. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This guy is always shot ready. Norman Powell's instincts as a scorer are exceptional.
And Ball gets it to go.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Powell. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6 and out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Diabante's checked in for Charlotte. Brandon Miller comes in for White. Charlotte leading by 9. Now Ball. 9 points in the game. Inside. Here's Miller. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, nice job by Miller to set a good screen and then become a target for his teammate.
Miami has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. The kick out to Wiggins. And the Heat, another 3.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Ball against Mitchell. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Now you love the tenacity right there of LaMelo Ball. Play through the contact, get the and one opportunity.
Charlotte shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Hero left side, shoots over Miller, and it's Miami with another.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And so it's Charlotte with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back after this.
Fans, let's ready up and get ready for your pocket life. Arena Entertainment.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Tyler Hero is out there with Davion Mitchell. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Charlotte leading by 9. Ball outside. Pass to Knipple. Here's Diabate. Ware covers. 4 on the clock. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Adebayo, a screen on Miller. Hero for 3. Ball with the rebound. Charlotte has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Knipple. Ball outside. Now Bridges. Miller on the wing. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Ball against Mitchell. Ball in the paint.
Always so much creativity to LaMelo's game. Terrific move off the bounce.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 13. Here's Adebayo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's Diabate, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Wiggins. Hero for 3. Drops in the 3. Hero's got 7.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Miami Heat said Coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, "We got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team." Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Hero. After the basket by Charlotte. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Assisted by.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
Here's Miller. He got a piece of it. Miller against Hero. Throws it up high. Ooh, it's stolen away. Bridges outside. Lets it go from deep. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Miami making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Heat trail by 11. Mitchell, the pass to Powell. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Brandon Miller.
You give this guy an opportunity, and Norman Powell doesn't need a lot of encouragement. The defense a little late there, so he'll go to the charity stripe.
No good on the second free throw. To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing in transition. Nice.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's White. Johnson with the defensive effort. Heat trail by 9. Pass to Powell. Johnson a screen on White. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Charlotte. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Hornets leading by 9. They've got Miles Bridges, Kobe White out there with Knipple, then it's McNeely. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
Miles Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
Bridges hits them both. Heat trail by 11. Now here's Powell. It's Adebayo, high post. Hammering it home, Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Here's Knipple. Screen by Bridges. Here's Knipple. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Larson with a rebound. Powell. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Bridges jams it home.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Mitchell. Adebayo outside. Hero with it. 6 on the shot clock. Finishes off the lob. Wow.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Miami. 9-point game. Beyond the arc. Shot's no good.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Puts up the tray. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Another great pro from my alma mater. Conker Nipple making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic J.
Now here's Hero. Yes, sir, as he floats it in.
Boy, no one is blocking that shot. Excellent use of the floater.
Hornets leading by 10. Ball fires from 12 feet out. Cash.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
Hero. Wiggins looking around. 6 to shoot. And they recover it. Now Hero. Now Mitchell from deep. Bridges pulls it down. And 1:01 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Hornets.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LaMelo Ball.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Here's Knipple. Here's Diabate. Here's Ball. Jacks up a three. Cash from downtown.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Adebayo. Yes! Using that window. So it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.